Hello my lovely, so it's Friday the 13th of May, so it felt like the perfect day to start a new YouTube video. Let's get into it, shall we? So right now on my table is a bunch of orders that I'm working through. Thank you so much for your orders. I especially love the ones that come from social media because there's a kind of connection there which I really, really love. I love it when you leave little notes, and I love it when you have really kind words to say about stuff. So I love it when you're as excited as I am about the products. So thank you very much. So for those of you that do follow me on social media, you might have seen that I started a little vegetable box in the garden. It's so cute, and I'm going to go and take you out and show you it now. So I just want to show you how close it is. Look, I can watch my veggies from my studio window, and also all the birdies and things like that. And I'm beyond excited because here, my friends, are peas. First ever peas I've grown, which is really super exciting. And just look, it's half a dozen of them. I think I might have put a garlic bulb in the middle there just to kind of hopefully deter anything that might eat them. And I think I did the same here, but you know, I actually can't remember. I really should have put some little things down. I was so pleased with this yesterday. I was so excited because I was like, oh, something's grown so big it's reaching the top. It's grass. Haha. Actually, I could probably take this off now. These are my spring onions. I mean, I don't know. Are they supposed to look like that? A little bit floppy. Sage, oregano, and thyme. And then one of those is raspberry and one is blackberry, but again I don't remember which one. Then marrow and oh look, there's my tatties. Right, I think what I need to do is cover that now. Yes, I think, oh look at my tatties. Oh, that's so exciting. I'm going to get some soil to cover that. So, ever the professional, I'm going to do it one-handed when I'm holding the phone. Maybe I'll put you down for a bit. Oh mates, this is so exciting, isn't it? I'm totally up for any gardening tips, any of you want to give me any time. Because, I mean, I've had a beautiful garden for a long time, thankfully, as in every house we've ever lived in, we've managed to establish a really lovely garden, flower and plant wise. I love my plants, but I've never ever grown veggies, so this is a brand new experience. Right, do you think that's enough? I mean, how much do you have to cover it by? I don't know. Oh look, it's still popping out. No, I'm going to have to put the camera down and do it properly. Okay, I think that's enough for now. There goes my brand new manicure. I think I might as well leave that there. Makes sense, doesn't it? Here's some of the seedlings I've got going. These are zinnias. They are green and white ones. Here's some more beetroots. And there's some cornflowers that look like they've been slugged. And then just tucked away in here, I've got some other seedlings that are kind of grown but kind of getting eaten too. Yeah, there's the studio. Let's pop back in, shall we? Oh, it's about time I gave you a new tour of this place, isn't it? Since well, it's kind of tidy. Little gist of the area. And yeah, hopefully you didn't see anything there that you shouldn't have seen. You know, GDPR and all that lot. Anyway, I'll catch up in a minute. And then I'll just share something with you that isn't actually finished yet, but it's super exciting. This is our garden sofa, and my lovely wife TJ has made this completely out of pallets. It's not even cost 50 quid, and that includes a £27 box of screws. Look at that though. I'm going to lay there with a sketchbook, We need to get some sort of cushions and mattress. I know they're not going to be cheap, but we might end up getting like an old sofa, you know, one that someone's selling somewhere, and just use the cushions this year. But yeah, what do you reckon? Isn't it lush? Obviously not finished yet. A bit of tidying up to do, lots of sanding. Don't want to get splinters there, do we, loves? No. But how exciting is that, and how lucky am I? So I'm going to be laying, doing sketching, having a snooze, cup of tea, bit of canoodling, you never know. It's quite sheltered, you know. And then just under there, where the pergola is, there's 2 clematis and a honeysuckle. The honeysuckle's not really done a lot, but the other 2 are doing okay. We only put them in 2 years ago. And so that when it's literally drizzling, just a little bit of rain, it hardly even goes through. It just, you know, if it's raining, yes, it gets wet under there, but if not, it kind of keeps it pretty dry. So we're excited. You know, something that always puzzles me is, how do birds make such a big sound with such little tiny mouths? How do they do that? I just don't know. Here I'm introducing the newest baby to the sticker collection. Little tiny quote stickers. They're just, I'm so pleased with how they worked out. I know it sounds daft, but I couldn't work out how to do it so that there was like lines in between each of them without making them separate boxes, but I got there in the end. And they just pop out, and they're going to be perfect for doing little journal pages, which I hope to do later, and hopefully I'll pop some of those in the video too. Yes. And while I'm talking about products, just to let you know that these are back in stock. I'm going to turn the camera around. Oh, the poster hangers. You know, that hang the posters up like this. I can't hold it far enough away. Oh, you get the gist? They ran out of stock a while ago, and I just couldn't get them back in. And obviously I could make them myself, but the nuts and bolts are pretty tricky to get hold of. Sorry, that's a bit of a wonky filming. That's just my sample, just sit there. Yeah, so it's just easier really to have them made for us. So I've been trying to make these mini journals because I tried to source them. You know, they're like little tiny cutie ones, but they're nearly always plastic. They're clear plastic, you know, which look cute, but we don't want to bring in more plastic into the world that we don't need to, do we? That's just irresponsible as a business owner. And there's no shame to people who have bought them. I'm just saying that's not something I want to bring into my business and then promote in the world. So I've been trying to make my own because I've tried to source them through China and India and, you know, all of those places. Can't find them anywhere. They either offer you an animal product like leather, or a plastic like that PU leather, or the plastic, or even felt. They call it felt, but actually it's more or less plastic nowadays. And even if it was felt, that would be an animal product, which I didn't really want to use. So I've been looking at making my own. So I've bought the pads, you know, the little inserts to go in them. I've got the grid, haven't got the dots yet, but that's hopefully what I'll be getting. But I mean, the grid does for me, and hopefully other people too. And then I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of where we've got to so far with the doobries. Now, are you ready? Drum roll. So this is them so far. My mum made this. Isn't it gorgeous? So it's calico, plain calico, really cute. Goes with anything. And then you're going to have the option of white or a pink or a like a rose gold copper kind of colour insert. And then we've made it so this is nice and long, this bit. So when you fill it with all your pages, with all the bits and pieces stuck on it, it can kind of expand, because hopefully that's what it'll do. You'll need it to do that, because you'll need it to have lots of lovely space in there for all your delicious pages. So that's where we are so far, and we've chosen calico because it's a neutral ground, so you can leave it as it is. You can stitch into it if you wanted to, applique, and do all your, you know, if that's your kind of thing, if that's what you enjoy doing, stitching onto it. You can use acrylic paints to completely paint it. You can dip dye it, like chuck it in a bowl of dye, fabric dye, tie dye it, whatever you want to do, because it's a natural fabric. You can do any of those things to it, which is really exciting. I'm thinking, you know, acrylic paint it and paint a little scene on there of some sort, whatever else like that. Or of course you could collage onto it. You could stitch collage onto it. I mean, hello, the mind's just getting really excited about it. The only issue we're having right now, that actually we've only had for the last 3 weeks, as in these have been ready all this time, and it's just this last bit, is these bits, doing these rivet things here. I mean, it looks gorgeous and tidy there, and actually this one is a pretty good one, but I can still feel it, And I don't know if on the plastic ones that you buy, whether you can still feel that. We've bought all the tools, we're using the right products, we've watched all the YouTube videos, we've done all the how-tos, and still they're not completely smooth. And I don't know if that's an issue. I did think about like popping a little bit of glue from a glue gun or resin over the top of that, but then of course it makes them, that little tiny thing will then make them not recyclable, whereas at the moment as it is, this whole thing could be reused. So I don't know, but that's where we are with it, and it's really exciting. So anybody that's got any hints and tips about that, or any products or things that you know will work with that, but I'm really hoping to launch these really, really soon. They're super exciting and not available anywhere else in the world. Hello, how cool is that? I would really love to know what you would do with yours. You know, would you paint it? Would you stitch it? Would you collage it? Would you dye it? Would you leave it as it is, because it still looks really lush? And it's so exciting. You know, obviously they've got little poppers to go on there as well, and they work fine as long as we remember which way up to put them. We've got that confused a couple of times. Look, I don't want to make this vlog too long. I'm aiming for 10 minutes. I don't even know where we are now. Probably about 6. I don't know, something like that. I don't know how many bloopers there's going to be in this one because it's so short. I haven't made so many. Whoopity-doo-doo. And actually, look, I'm still in the same clothes because I've done it all on one day. Didn't believe that was possible. So give us a shout, let me know what you'd like to see. I'm hoping to do this more regularly. I say this every single time, it never happens. I'm thinking of actually interviewing some other makers, doing a split screen thing. I have no idea how to do that, but that would be interesting, wouldn't it, if I could do that? Oh, you know, what about if we did a Zoom? I recorded it and then loaded it up. That's a possibility. I don't know, does that work? I mean, having said this, I haven't even done a live yet on TikTok or Instagram. If I did, what would you want to see? Please pop it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to share this page, and let me know if there's anything you want to do. Maybe next time should I do a proper studio tour and we talk through things, or is that not of interest to you? Would you like to see a tour of my little art room? Give me a shout, let me know. Okay, I'm buggering off now. Take care, chums. Love you lots. Thanks for watching. Bye.